the bone marrow cleansing, and the original is lost in history, I guess. It's like, 1,500 years old. But the thing is that nobody really knew how it was. From ancient texts and things people had put together, he presented it to the Shaolin monks, and it was very difficult for them. So it's more of a skill than a technique. And so you sort of learn the skill. And so a lot of it's not written down because it's visualization and bringing the chi in. They call packing the chi. And what you're trying to do, there's like 5 steps and things. You're trying to get the chi into the skin, into the organs, into the meridians, and into the bone, and then the bone marrow. And so what you're trying to do is, as you get older, the bone marrow sort of yellows. And so what you're trying to do is get the bone marrow to whiten and give you all those red blood cells again. And so, like I said, this is just an introductory. I haven't studied this profusely. It's almost sometimes a little too difficult to comprehend, but having done this several years ago, I sort of put it on the side. And like many things that I've presented to you, I'm sort of picking it up and re-examining them now that I have a bit more knowledge about Qigong. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It shouldn't take too long. It has meditative points, which I enjoy. And then it's very easy to do, actually. The thing comes into the visualization, and we'll try to get into some of it, but not a lot of it. And then part of this is when you do the bone marrow cleansing, you have to do some type of Qigong exercise in order to stimulate everything. And so I think the better one that we have is the HunYuan Qigong, the primordial Qigong, because that cleanses the organs. And so we'll go ahead and do that. We may not take the whole time. So if we get through the 2 exercises, then we'll just stop and rest the rest of the afternoon. Okay, so let's just start. We always start aligning our body. And the more I do this, the more I learn from my mistakes. My hips are sometimes out of line, I find out, and my shoulders, or if I stand, one shoulder drops, so I have to maintain that. And it's very conscious. You have to realize what you're doing. When you put that center line here, there's a line going this way, a line going that way, a line going this way, and of course your feet. So you stand here and you try to align yourself, and it takes a few minutes to do that. You sort of just scan your body. And then when you're ready, you step out. And again, you make sure everything is good. The tongue on the top palate. The shoulders should be a little rounded. The hands to the side, leaving a sort of a area, a little pit here. Breathe like you put a little egg there, they say. And then, of course, lifting your spine up. So let's begin. Bring down a column of Qi. And the first exercise, meditation, is holding the ball at the dantian. And here we cultivate the Qi. We're bringing the Qi into the dantian, the energy center. And so we bring our hand palms and try to feel the energy between them. And it's sort of a magnet here. So when you find that resistance, then you just stop. Bring the palms down. Lower your hips a bit. And here you cultivate qi by breathing naturally. Close your eyes or just open them a bit so that you can see your hands. And you just meditate for a minute. Think of holding a bright light of energy and you're bringing it into the body through the dantian. Now, as we stand here, make sure you go back onto your heels so that as you stand, the weight comes down. All this weight comes down into the pelvic region. You don't want it to stay there. You want it to bring it down to the thighs, but you don't want the thighs to hold all the weight either, nor do you want your knees to hold the weight. So you start bringing your your body towards the heels and let the toes sort of rest in the front. Feel the difference. And now the weight is in the thighs. And now what we're going to do is barely separate the knees out and let the weight fall here. And then down into the feet and into the ground. So take a minute and feel how the weight is shifting from up here, 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 and down to the sides of the legs as you gently, maybe 1/8 of an inch, spread the knees out. Now we bring the ball up to heart level. And the hands come into prayer position, the thumbs almost touching the sternum. Now in this meditative position, we contemplate the breath. So just breathe naturally, but breathe from down here, not from up here. Deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, think of the energy filling your lungs, going up to your brain and the rest of the body. As you exhale, all the bad air dissipating. The third meditation, as we separate the palms, the hands, arms come out about 70. You don't want them all the way out, maybe about 70. The shoulders should be rounded and not up. So we're just moving back, find a position that's comfortable. This is called standing in the cosmic being. And what we're doing is we're uniting our body with the cosmos. We become one with the energy of the universe. And we let our fingers feel the qi of everything in the universe. Now the crown of our head receives energy. as well. This is the heaven energy, and then the earth energy, and then the cosmic energy. Close your eyes, imagine yourself floating in space, touching the stars, the planets. They're passing right through you, feeling the bright lights of energy enter. The chi enters the pores of your skin, and you become one with the universe. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, let the fingers go. Just swim, just float in the universe. And we gently lower our hands and arms. One palm goes behind, back between the kidneys and the Ming Men, right opposite the Dantian circle. And the Ming Men is the gate of life. And the Dantian is your energy source, your battery. Now we start washing the bone marrow. The palm comes up over to the third eye, and then straight up, touching the heavens. As we circle the palm, now here's where the visualization comes in. I showed you a picture of a skeleton at the beginning of this. I don't know, some of you didn't see it, but imagine your skeleton. And what you want to do is to bring that white light that's in the palm of your hand and go down from the crown of the head down to the soles of your feet, imagining that skeleton. And the bright light is cleaning the skeleton. Later on, you can visualize individual bones, sections of the body, but right now, what you want to do is just get an introduction and just clean the whole skeleton. Take your time, just breathe in and out. Coordinate your hand with your breath. When we get to here, the Bantian, the two hands come out. And the hand goes back. Now we use both hands, palm up. This time we visualize the bone marrow. Visualize what's inside the bones as they make red blood cells, providing energy, nutrients, gift of life. And as you bring the hands down, you're cleaning the inside of the bone marrow. Visualize the head, the neck, the shoulders, arms, fingers, the rib cage, down to the spine, continue your visualization, cleaning the pelvic area, bones of the legs, the bones of the feet. It's like an X-ray. Visualize the skeleton. Visualize the white light cleaning the bones and the bone marrow. The upper body is the yang energy. That's the heavenly qi. The lower body is the yin energy. That's your breath qi. And the middle part of your body, that's to collect the yin and yang and balance the body qi. And we complete the exercise by bringing the palms down to the dantian and storing the energy. And we bring down the column qi, finish, and step in. Okay, so that's the beginning of the bone marrow cleansing Qigong. And we'll try to study that further and give you more insight into that as we go along. The next one is the primordial Qigong. So we're going to be cleaning the organs of the body. And again, we're going to be communicating with the heaven and the earth as it forms the Tai Chi circle. So you have that black part and the white part. We're going to start with the white part, primordial universe. Then we're going to add the yin and the yang, the two sides. And then we add ourselves, the human spirit, into that mix. And it's all done by circling the qi. So we step out. And we start this by 3 circles clockwise. And then 3 circles counterclockwise. Just like the Tai Chi symbol, we're creating a circle. And now we're going to drop the qi and wash the organs. So we bring the qi in and wash the organ. And after each exercise, we bring the hands to the dantian and store the qi. Now we gather the qi to the three dantians, the forehead, navel, and the perineum or cranium. We gather the qi. Gently rocking. Imagine the energy entering the upper dantian. Slowing your breath, coordinating it with your hands. On the next turn, lower your hands down to the dantian. Bringing the qi into the dantian just below the navel. The next turn, we go down to the lower dantian, between the legs, bringing the qi up in the perineum. Next turn, meditate at the Banqian. Now we bring our palms up to chest level. Experience that qi again between the palms. Consider a bright energy sphere in the palms of your hand vibrating. And we're going to rotate the sphere forward 18 times. Feel the energy vibrating between the palms. Next turn, go backwards 18 times. Feel the energy coming in from the palms, up the arms to the shoulders, up to the brain and down, all the way down to your feet. And we bring the sun and the moon into orbit. We rub our hands vigorously, warming the hands and shaking the stagnant qi out, bringing the warmth into the body. And we do this 3 times. Feel the warmth permeating the body, giving you energy. And we circle the chest with the palms, forward and then backwards. Then we get backwards. Slow your breath down. Bring your fingers to your sternum. And you come down the sternum 3 times to dissipate the stagnant chi. And then back to the Wujing. Now we take the bow and arrow stance. Making sure that we're solid on both feet and that we're able to go back and forth without any problems. We roll the big ball of energy. Breathe in, breathe out. Next turn, opposite way. Come back to the center line with that ball. Out. Next time, reverse. Back to center. Step out into a horse stance. Hips forward, knees forward. Let's do a single leg raise. Rise and fall, following the stomach meridians outward and inward. you're tired, make sure you slow down or just don't do as many repetitions. On the next turn, back to center. Step in. Step out again. And we do a double rise and fall. Around the belt channel. Down the back of the legs, up the front. If you can't go down all the way, just go down as far as you can. This is your exercise. You do what your body tells you to do. Listen to your body. It'll tell you what to do. Back to center. Step in. And we step out again. Now we circle the chi around a disc or a millstone. And we do 9 small circles on each side, and then 9 large circles on each side. And pretend you're in the middle of the circle. Your body's in the middle as you go around. Visualize the circle behind you. On the next turn, back to center. Other side, 9 small circles. Back to center. Now we do large circles, expanding the circle from this area to this area, almost to the size of our body aura. Complete the 9 circles, start the other side. And complete the 9 circles. Back to center. Step in. And step out. Now we combine heaven and earth, opening and closing. And we complete those circles, do the opposite way. Imagine a steady stream of qi flowing from the universe into your body, giving you energy, making the blood warm. Renewing your health. Now we return the qi to the dantian, alternating our palms of the hands, bringing in the qi 9 times. Now that we've stored the qi, we massage the body to invigorate us, using your fork fingers. Let's start with the nose, side of the nose. Strike the shoulders. Strike the area, the thumb, the little web here. tips of the fingers. Massage each individual finger. And tap the wrists, below the elbow, under the armpit, strike and rub the lower back, rub the kidneys, strike the buttocks and the hips, thighs, side of the knees, inside, top the knees, back of the knees, below the knee, down to the ankle, slowly around. Drop the chi up to your toes and drop. We're bringing the hands down to the dantian. And we slowly go around, making from a small circle to a large circle just under the rib cage. And we bring the circle from the large down to the small. And bring down 3 columns of chi, pushing the chi into the dantian.